So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Faces of Death, 1978. This is going to be another Mondo flick recommended by an Australian commentator on one of my other Mondo flick reviews from years ago. He told me to review Savage Man, Savage Beast, which was banned in Australia. This one was also banned in Australia. It's called Faces of Death. This one's a little better than Savage Man, Savage Beast, just because it has that anti-war, anti-death penalty kind of patronizing deal going there. I didn't like all the environmentalist social commentary in this one. Animal rights and environmentalism. It seemed like the narrator didn't know what he was talking about. For instance, he said cancer might be caused by smoking. This is, after all, 1978. So, oh, there he is.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, what?
Look at this. Freeze.
Ooh.
How to use this thing?
So I finally finished watching Faces of Death. Both of those movies, Savage Man, Savage Beast, and Faces of Death, are available on YouTube. I don't know if, I guess they're public domain because they've been on YouTube forever.
Darth Maul.
He's pretending to be Darth Maul. Anyways, he just finished watching Revenge of the Sith. Now he's watching the bonus feature.
Darth Vader.
Wow, that's pretty good. So this movie was kind of popular where I was working during my college days back in the early 90s. A Round Table Pizza in Millen Park. I think my coworker mentioned it. And a lot of the scenes are faked. For example, the monkey brain, the bear attack looked totally fake. The ghost scene at the end was kind of hokey. And what bothered me was, yeah, the guy said the nuclear bomb dropped, or the nuclear bombs, plural, that were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki at the end of World War II were horrific. But then he goes on to Hitler and he pretends like there wasn't any other Holocaust besides Hitler. What if you look like at the communist butchers like Mao? He murdered 100 million. And then I don't know if those figures are accurate, but probably close to being accurate. And then we've got all the communist butchers like Pol Pot, Stalin, those type of people.
They want me to do that lady face?
More tens of millions of people. So I guess the Holocaust was unique in Germany because it was specifically targeted against Jews. That's what my former coworker told me. I guess that's what the narrator means by there hasn't been another Holocaust since. But it's funny how these people, they always focus on Hitler and no mention of Stalin. My grandmother mentioned that when we were watching the Holocaust documentary one time. Which isn't to say that what Hitler did wasn't horrific, of course. 6 million Jews. It's a lot of dead bodies. Mass murder. Governments are, I guess the bottom line, what I'm trying to say is governments are good at murdering people throughout history, and it's not just Hitler. Although his targeting
Let me see.
of the Jews probably makes him the most evil person of all time.
I can hear you in
So there's that
the
element.
bonus feature.
I like the some of the scenes like with the slaughterhouse scenes. I've seen that kind of stuff before. It's kind of gross out stuff, but the thing is, the narrator kind of annoys me because he moralizes that he wants to become a vegetarian after watching it. So that kind of turned me off. I'm giving this one 2 out of 5 stars.
Daddy, is it because like it's turning off a battery?
No, it's turning off my my pleasant emotion, turning on my angry emotion. Almost said the P word. Anyways, not a good Mondo flick. I think it could have been better if it didn't have all the patronizing, moralizing, and social commentary by the narrator. The narrator was kind of boring. It was like some kind of coroner dude. The coroner scenes were kind of cool too. I like the pathology scenes. So this movie had a lot of promise. It's about the same rating on IMDb, I think. Rather low rating. So I think there's a lot of hype in this. A lot of it is faked, obviously, and so it's not the best Mondo flick in my opinion. I've seen better, but it is better than Savage Man, Savage Beast. So I wouldn't say that it's all that bad. I wouldn't say that it's a terrible movie. I just thought it had more promise, and the narrator kind of ruined it. So that's the end of my review. I really don't have much else to say about this movie. It's just kind of plugs along. I had to rewind it because the narrator kept boring me, and I'm quite tired. Not getting much sleep this week, at least until Saturday. From now until Saturday. Today's Tuesday, so tomorrow I'm getting tonight I'm getting about 4 hours, and then Thursday hopefully 6 hours, but Friday probably 2 hours, and then Saturday I'll just try to nap as much as possible. So sorry if I'm not on point on this video. I'm just burned out from working 2 jobs, trying to run errands in between, watching him. The good news is that I got him unsupervised during the summer and holidays. So we're just going to rent a fancy hotel in Belmont and get a queen-size bed, kitchen, and hopefully catch Castro Theater or Stanford Theater on a Saturday. So that'll be exciting. Hopefully they're playing kids' movies. Like I know they played Jason and the Argonauts. Sinbad, The Voyage of Sinbad, at Stanford Theater, because I saw both movies. Hopefully they'll play some movies like that, or maybe Ghostbusters or The Sound of Music at Castro Theater. we'll see what's playing. The schedules haven't come out for next month, but anyways, I'm not a big fan of Mondo. I know the Australian guy is, so kind of feel bad, giving these two movies, kind of bad reviews, but I think I like the cheese factor in the other Mondo review that I did that he commented on. So I have to say that one's probably the best one that I've seen. There's another one with Boris Karloff that's really good. Boris Karloff narrated Mondo flick. But other than that, they're pretty boring in my opinion. I mean, talk about the banal and talk about death for an hour and a half, and it gets kind of tiresome after a while. It loses its wow factor. In the beginning, it definitely has a wow factor with all the dead faces and stuff. So I kind of had mixed feelings about this one. I mean, there are certain parts that made me say wow, and then other parts that really pissed me off. There, I said the P word because he's got his earphones on. Anyways, that's the end of my review. Can't recommend it, can't say check it out. I'm not posting the movie or the trailer or anything in the description box. I really don't have much else to say about this movie other than, just watch it for the gory parts, and that's about it. Laters.